Hey everybody, here today I'm going to talk about camping or being on the road and what cooling you need. I'm going to particularly talk about a fridge which I recently purchased. Now, just to kick off and give you some background is my my camping experience up to now has been usually with this esky, and it's a it's a 57 litre Coleman icebox. The issue you get with this is, I mean, it does for a weekend. It works quite well for a weekend, but you need probably 2 bags of ice to get you through that weekend. So, and you would need to continually top it up. So using 2 bags of ice, you're virtually losing half the capacity of the ice box. So I basically had no intentions of buying a fridge, because if you buy a fridge, you obviously need some power, some means of power in that fridge, and that's something I didn't have. So let's introduce you to the fridge freezer that I've just purchased. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Akai 45 litre fridge freezer. It's a single zone unit, so you can only use it as either a freezer or a fridge. So my intended purpose is to use it as a fridge, and the only reason I got this was because I bought a power station, and the power station will run this for 24 hours, no problem. Anyway, I'll do a video on the power station a little bit later on. Please look out for that. It'll be coming soon. So what comes in the box? Okay, so we got the cable that plugs into your car cigarette lighter, and we have the mains lead into a little transformer. We also get the instruction booklet. And there's a warranty card. Now it also comes with a spare fuse. Take you around, let's have a look at the unit. So for me, the build quality of this unit is superb. It's a metal construction, probably aluminium. So it weighs 17.5 kilograms. It's got sprung-loaded handles, one on each side. You've got the spring-loaded clips, again for the lid. And inside, you have quite a big compartment here for for your bottles and cans. Comes with a divider which would fit in here if you didn't want to use the basket. But I will probably use it as it is, without the divider. Anyway, so let's have a look at the so if we can focus in on, so we have the 12 volt or 240, well, it's labeled here DC 12 to 24, which is basically what you get out of your cigarette lighter, in your car, or that's the voltage coming out of the little transformer that comes with the mains lead. So we've got the power on button, there's a set button, and you have the temperature adjustment buttons here. So it does come with battery protection. I don't think I'll need to do that, because the battery that I'll be using is a lithium battery, so you know, you're able to discharge that fully, or you're able to utilize the full capacity of the battery. But as I said, I've had it on my power station for the last 23.5 hours, and still quarter left on my power station. So the power station's a 25 amp hour. This thing draws about 3.5 amps when it's running, and yeah, it's not too bad, because obviously it's not running all the time, so it's actually quite efficient. Okay, so I've actually been testing this, you know, for the last 6 hours or so. So as I say, it's been running for the last 23 hours off my power station, and I really wanted to I had it set at 4 degrees, and I really wanted to check how accurate was the display. Now, my only downside on this unit, I'll give you 2 downsides. One, there's no resolution on the temperature, so it gives you a 1 digit. There's no decimal places. So if it says 3 on the temperature readout, it could be anything between 3 and 3 and 3.9. There's no decimal places, so you can't see. Now, there's also another issue that I have with it. There doesn't seem to be any middle ground between 3 and 7. So it sits happily away at 3, and then all of a sudden it goes to 7 and basically kicks in the compressor. So I've been testing it with an angle fridge wireless thermometer, and looking at the temperatures between this and what the display is reading. Now, I've found that the actual display temperature, when it does get down to 3 degrees, I've actually set it down to 3 because I wanted to check whether it was whether there was some middle ground between 3 and 7, because there wasn't between 4 and 7. So it would be on 4, and then it would go to 7, kick the compressor in, and then get back down to 3. So from an accuracy point of view, what is displayed initially is correct. However, what's then displayed as the temperature rises in the unit is not correct. So, but understanding where you need to set this unit and that's why I got this angle wireless thermostat, was to ensure that I was not going to exceed, a temperature inside the unit. So I found that the best setting for me is 3, and as I say, it then displays 7 and kicks in. However, the angle displayed 5.3. So it was displaying 3.2 when the compressor cut off. It was displaying 3.2. This was displaying 3 And then when the compressor kicked back in, this display here on the unit was displaying 7, but the Engel was displaying 5.2. So so for me, that's probably the sweet spot for me, is to use a setting of 3 to get the cooling I want. It takes quite a while for the unit to heat up. So once it hits its temperature, it's a while before it rises again. So in an hour, this thing's probably running for probably 10 or 15 minutes within that hour. So quite efficient. Seems to hold its temperature really well. Anyway, the reason I've done this is because Super Cheap Auto have got a sale on of these right now. It cost me $349, and I believe the recommended retail price is over $600. So for me, it's a great buy. Great buy for the price. So yeah, just thanks for watching. Also, just look out for the video that I'll do on the power station, because that was something I bought prior to this, and I'll give you the reasons why in that video. Thank you.